Hello everyone, Hero of Martin here, and we are going to start off with Rome Part 1. Yes, we are here at the Ancient Empires mod with the Roman Republic. I finally decided that I want to go and do actually all the cultures, and I am now introducing Rome. We're now going to start off at the beginning of the campaign, because I already have done the Battle of Zama with Carthage. I might do it still because if you just want to see it. I might just do it maybe in a custom battle just to show that battle off. But right now we are going to be with Rome and the Roman Republic, so thank you for joining me here if you are here for the first time or already a long time supporter to the channel. And yeah, we are here with the Roman Republic on the Ancient Empires mod. If you want to check the mod out for yourself, a link to that is down in the description, and if you are interested in that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I'm already seeing that we have to go and send all our support units from both flanks towards this flank, because it is otherwise going to be a really big, not good thing. Ah, fuck's sake. Ah, that's really bad. Okay, so we will not have support, so we have to be a bit of a triangle type of formation. So yeah. Where it's my channel a bit about, for those of you who are new to the channel, my channel is mostly about strategy, but at the moment my channel is also starting to become more changed because I also want to go and start tycoon games. Also introducing that to the channel, and especially those of the games I also want to introduce because I found those ones interesting. I think with strategy maybe also sort of has a bit of introducing of the genre to the channel, and I think it would fit with strategy as well. Because I would say it is a bit of the same type of thing, but of course you have your own opinions about that. But right now we're now fighting a battle against the Illyrians and yeah, with Rome. So if you want to stick by with that and interested into basically strategy and tycoon games, yeah, this is the channel to be. And if you're interested in more things like this and you enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit some comments and also leave a like. That always knows that that you support the channel, of course. Alright, it's going to be a bit difficult, but I think we can do it. The Illyrians don't have the best of units, so I'm not too worried. They're already not really falling around quite good. The only downside is we don't really have any really good cav to like chase away their cav. I might just what I do, because we're really close to the line, just send Scipio in against those, because I think he can definitely win, because they don't really have many good melee offense. But yeah. But what is Ancient Empires mod? And if you not really have not really seen what it is basically a total overhaul for the game Total War Attila, and it basically restructures the game totally from economy system to battle systems to basically the entire mod. So it has so many different things that happens in the game. So yeah, many mechanics that are new. Also the building system possibly is really cool what they've done there. But yeah, I might not should have done that actually now I think of it. It was not the smartest idea, because I now leave my flank open for missile fire. I might just put my entire Patriarch unit here so he can actually take some of the shots. Because he got the defenders to do what is a pretty good formation if I say so myself. But we're getting all the first like gory stuff. I also have deployed a mod like blood and gold, so you got some better blood effects on it. So yeah, I'm not too happy. What? Oh fuck! They charged me. Ah fuck! They charged Scipio, but they also charged the archer in that moment. Ah, that's a bit shitty. Well, well, well. For that I didn't got you, did I? Alright, but I just took on weight. I think my front guy can hold, although this flank is a bit exposed, but I think we can hold the Romans over here pretty fine in holding, so that shouldn't be too big of a deal, most of it. At least what I would say over here. Like these ones are a bit maybe struggling, but I think we should be fine if it comes to it. They should also be able to hold that, and also got fire support. Like most of these ones already for fleeing for their lives, so at least W got in a good way. I have to go and support Scipio. He's not really on full health, so it's a bit dangerous. Oh, great. Oh, clip him. Yes, that's really good. I don't mind sacrificing the tiara, but Thing is, after this battle we sort of taken a city. I will tell you which one it is when we are in the campaign map, and also what I've been doing for the past 70 turns. That's how much we're in, so it's basically the Republic's been built up quite a bit. Instead of the beginning of the game where you start off with. I might show you that as well, just to show it off, maybe at the Battle of Zama, and now you can see what the Romans have in the beginning of the campaign. Just to show it a bit off. If you're interested, don't forget to put it down in the comments, so I might, I'm most likely to do it, but just so I know it is, that it's going to be taken good to heart if I do that. As well. Right, let's just charge them. Let's charge their skirmishes. Like, I also have to go a bit around more, although okay, because this one is a bit attacking the flank, so especially with the cav it's probably not too good. Like, these ones are now out of ammo. Because we've got some really big attacks over here, like that, their infantry is not strong enough to break through. As long as they're not... Ooh, this one is starting to get tired, that's a bit dangerous. Alright, also one of the mechanics that you have to really be careful about, because what tired starts there decrease their combat efficiency, but makes them really less good, basically. So you have to be careful with that when you play with them. So what I'm going to do is bring back my Cretan Arch and start firing into this blob, so they might they win this fight, because it's still balanced, but I'll lower their stats out a bit worse it gets. But okay, like these ones are also Illyrian nobles, so they're already in a disadvantage because they're just overall better. So we have to go maybe send the Velites to maybe support this flank if it breaks, so we do not get a broken line over here. Because these ones also stand mostly at the mostly difficult part of the formation. So I'm just going to charge with Scipio, and I might just be able to win with my Cav because they just have superiorly better in melee. What I do not like is that they do not necessarily always run right off the bat, so that makes it a bit difficult, I would say. But yeah, most of them are winning, and here on this flank we're also winning. Okay, I have to go and fire upon those, and hopefully before they charge we get our volleys off so they can't do that much damage. But we got already an infantry unit that is not really engaged, so this one can fire if it comes to it. You have to blow it further and then you're fine. You should be fine at least. Right, we have sort of broken through this line. I'm going to send you towards this flank. Start fighting. Yeah, the thing is we have just the cavalry disadvantage. That's not really good. That's not helping me out in this flank. Yeah, Scipio should be winning the fight easily from the archers. This one also should be winning it. Yeah, this balance. Still a bit dangerous though. Like, this flank is starting to break, so that's all really good. I'm just going to put maybe some fire shot might be not too bad to just lower the morale a bit. Alright, you are sort of winning if you get some extra shots off. Yeah, that's pretty good. Almost some back shots are always really nice and damaging. Alright, seems skirmish is sort of engaged here, that's pretty good for us. I'm going to send my skirmish around just to hurt a bit of the flank. Already we're winning with the flank. Alright, Scipio is a bit low now and starting to do not take damage, but I'm just going to send him up here and then charge him down. And let's go around with our Velites and start inflicting more damage. Alright, let's fire some nice shots into that blob. If you're able. But yeah, we're holding, so as long as that happens, we're sort of good. So let's charge and help Scipio out. Right, this flank is still holding together. As long as that is happening, we're good. Just charge you out of ammo. Alright, these ones should hold this line fine together. And we are sort of now starting to break them apart. These ones are now breaking, so that's good. Alrighty. Got some nice shots in. How many kills are you getting? Decent. some decent shots. Yeah, very tired. Like, the ones in formation are most of the time not tired because they just are holding the face of fine together, and that doesn't most of the time really break them. Oh, that is going to be painful if I let them charge, though. That is. They shouldn't really stand a chance. The thing is, those ones are not professional soldiers, so most of the times, even with these types of games, you win it out. Spur on professionalism, and also because of the fact that you are just, yeah, better matched and also better armored. Like these levies, yeah, these ones are pretty good because they're mostly Illyrian tier 2 units, like the nobles. You can see this flank is pretty whole and quite good, but on the flank that they don't have nobles and such, doesn't go really well. All saying that these ones are just very outflanked seems to be the case because they're still putting on with our struggle. I just should be really careful that I don't kill Scipio in the melee. That would be really unfortunate because he's my faction heir, basically, so that's not too good. But I don't think we stand that. There's not that big of a hurry right now, I think. This motion now is swooping around the flanks, and that is sort of breaking apart. Yeah, let's give them a bit of some support. Right, I'm going to send the skirmish against those ones because we can, and they should not really have been any problem if we would attack them right now with our heavier units. I'm going to charge you and hopefully break them in the swing fight. You have to go and push through now. Also, the most ones on this flank, I think they might be, I'm not sure which ones were the main force really in the campaign, because one of them was the besieged settlement one and the other one was basically an army that supported them. So it depends really which one of the armies was take out. Both of them would be ideal, but send a bit of around so I can kill quite a lot of their routers. But they also have done that most of the castles that you will inflict will actually not be in the regular combat. Of course they will be still damaged, but most of them you can inflict is mostly in the routing phase. And I'm not sure if I'm actually playing on normal or hard. I can actually take a look on the settings. I think it was hard. And I think hard is mostly due to just add some more difficulty in battle. But overall I've not really seen many difference. I think all my campaigns I'm actually playing hard, so I don't think that is too bad. I'm going to charge them with my calf, so they should route it totally. Yeah, there's a complete slaughter now. Shooing. Scipio should just direct that unit. Yeah, I thought so. We've got another cavalry unit still left. Yeah, okay. Let's go and send them after those archers. Those ones are still quite alive. But now they're totally out of the surround. And they should no longer have any chances left of winning this fight. We have won it, and they're now being slaughtered. Yeah, there it is. The last of the Illyrians, but you can see, like, you can actually see where the battle was mostly fought, or at least the most casualties, the casualties in battle were afflicted on the flanks, definitely on this side. And then you also got this flank that has also gotten the most of the casualty. But in the center you can see there was not that much enemy, of course, here now, because it was a rout. You should be seeing many corpses, but most of the damage was done on the flanks. But still, the entire battle is basically littered with corpses. So yeah, but also one of the things that you will see is that professional halves will most of the times win against professional, because they're just basically worse. At least that was the heroic victory that we gotten, and I will now go to the campaign map and I will see you in a sec. Well, if you're interested, these are the battle results for the battle. We lost in total 1,100 men. They lost 5,000 men. So that was really good. We did a really good job in that fight. And we should now actually capture the city. Anyway, let's go and kill the captains in Salona. And that should also bring the end to their dynasty. And then actually would unlock marble. But it's actually not bad, because I don't think I have that resource yet. But yeah, I'll also go a bit explain how the mechanics work and what a bit of the best things you can do maybe in your campaigns. And we also got a siege sally here. Well, basically you have to fight because outer is also not that favorable against you most of the time, so you can actually lose battles that you should absolutely win. So we're going to fight this battle as well, and I see you in a second. Well, there we are at the battle site, and it seems to be going to be a foggy battle. It seems to be not enough to actually have a 3 battle line formation. I'm going to do that, so that's pretty good. Let's deploy first 4 units of Astarte, followed by Featherdays actually, but the Brinkways will be in the second line anyway. And yeah, actually this, I think they should be in range no matter what. I might just deploy the Brinkman line a little bit more forward. So we can actually also have the Feathertail line a bit more forward. And because we I might just move it a bit more forward, just I don't think we need to. We have more than enough hill. Although the hill, what is a hill in this fight really? Anyway, well, what we got here is actually the prolonged ending of a war that we got with the basically the Cisalpine Gauls or the Celts. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think it is the Insurbers and the Iceni. Those, not the Iceni, sorry. Yeah, those guys actually, the ones that the Gauls, the Cisalpine Gauls. I think that is how you pronounce them, or at least how you call them by the name. Of a war with them, and I actually did not attack them really. They just attacked me because I was open, because I didn't have any armies in Italy. And this actually as you could say, a casus belli for Rome to take their territories basically, because they attacked me, and then we got a casus belli to annex their territories if we take them. So it's sort of a righteous casus belli. So the interior and just conquest of people. But I don't think we will keep to that, because we also have to go and fight, of course, for the other territories. But anyway, from now on, what I could say also to campaign, I have not really been losing any of the territories and such. I also have not been actually prolonging my war with Carthage. I actually made peace after I took the settlements in Central Africa, and that was basically it. And after that, I actually asked for a peace treaty and they accepted it, so that was overall pretty good. But yeah, you could see that their general units. Now there's actually a Ligurian warband that has a fair tier 3 ranking. That's pretty good. And they got a few more actually at that tier 3. Like these Celtic nobles, heavy units. But those spear levies, like what they have in their front line, they don't stand a chance at all. Like, maybe the cavalry do stand a chance, but the shield evenly matched. I think those ones are mostly better. If you can see a bit of the counterweights, although it seems to be our melee defense a bit better. Although this one is over around even, but their melee defense is better, and also their armor actually. Apologies, a bit of a gaby. But yeah, I'm going to possibly start the battle when it begins, because right now I'm just still waiting, and I will see you in a sec when it happens. Well, with that, we are sort of having a start of an engagement, but I'm already starting to be setting my tries on this flank, basically because these two lines should be able to hold it together, but they're mostly starting to grow on this flank, so I'm just throwing some of my terrain over here to basically protect this flank a little bit better. Easy like that. So what I also was going to do, if it can and it doesn't actually cause any problems, what would be really handy, just to deploy a bit of it. I knew that was going to happen. Fucking annoying. That's always annoying. Like you just want to deploy it differently, but 9 of the 10 times it doesn't happen the way you want it to. Oh, that's not you. That's even worse. Ah, fuck. Sorry. Yeah, great episode. Start. Oh, fucking great. Alright, let's deploy like this. Get our Prinker base out of the testudo. And get all our felonies back into formation. Also get these cav both on this flank. Get these ones in the center to support. And these ones to the general back towards the center. And you can start deploying again. And we got actually a charge. Okay, good. At least we know that now. Alright. Alright, great. Because it seems to be these ones definitely going to attack me now. The moment we are deployed, I'm going to deploy backwards. Forward, formation. Ah, fuck. He did really good damage. Although it doesn't seem like he did. But because I can now get actually my general up, let's bring our general up to support this flank. Yeah, that should be everything. Not really. And I can also take out experience that the formation of these ones is pretty good. Alright. With this... Ah, fuck, I forgot again. Right, let's send this one in. Hope help. I forgot the flanks. But it's not the greatest, but I think we can hold it together if we do it fine like these things. You can definitely hold it. Wipe out any problems. But because it's a nice firing hill, let's go through differently. You can own help. Alright, you are going out. I'm going to hold it together the moment they are starting to be feeling a bit out of order, or at least starting to get some good damage. Or they should be.
As you command.
Yeah, they should be getting it over. Alright, I'm sending them in just to get that extra battering ram. Anyway, where it is, or fuck, they were engaged.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, they just have to go and get around the flank to win this fight.
Orders understood. Yes, quickly now.
It should definitely better their morale, although they are strong cav, I can tell you. Right. This flank we're definitely on together quite fine. Wipe out much trouble. I'm going to send my Terrai around. Going to charge these Celtic warbands. Going to send them a bit lit here so they can maybe fire. And I'm going to send these ones into support as well. And that should do some good damage. They already got 24 kills with one throw. That's really nice. Alright, I'm going to deploy you in this studio. What is it? Fucking annoying mosquitoes. Alright, I'm going to send the cav here. Right, are we winning over here, right? Yeah, we are. This one actually... Oh, actually, there's a pretty nice firing point here. Let's play fire on those. Of course you can, because they're sort of not engaging here with us. It's mostly only there, so that should be really nice firing point, right? In theory, I don't know what you're going to do. You just have to fire. Only fire. Alright, that's good. Fire into the blob. Might do some big damage, but I think it also helps out with our fighting capabilities better. And it seems to be tipping the balance quite well. Good. That's fine. Alright, over here on this flank we definitely won. So that's... Oh god, I wanted to actually deploy it differently, but let's actually get them over here on this flank. over skirmishes. Alright, take a look for a cavalry. What? Why are they both here? That's not the idea. Wait. Can you fire on those? You should be able to fire without any difficulty. That's not so great, those firing archers and those units. Going to send the terrain over here just to block out this flank, and maybe just as a buffer, because otherwise we'll have some firing that I do not want on my good units. But first let's go and lose our gas upon unexpected enemies. What should just really do some good damage from here. Let's put them in that formation. Yeah, alright, the cav support is coming, so that should not be too big of a deal. Yeah, they're getting also some good kills. Alright, over here in this flank we're winning. They have 1 unit left. Alright, calm you back because you're engaging, but I do not want. I'm going to follow you also into this blob just to help out. They should just be no problem at all. Right, go and send these Sprinker base back to this flank. Alright, we have won this fight now, so that means there's cavalry superiority. And I'm going to charge my first one in right here. You two come here and start chasing around there. Skirmishes quite nicely. Yeah, great. Okay, nice charge. That should break them. Yeah, good. Just get into this charge here. Got them both charged? Yes, yes. And sometimes they say they are running, but at the end of the day they aren't, so that makes them a bit more difficult to see when you can attack really. But I think overall we're good. Although we've got I've got a spear into this, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal in the end. Yeah, come here. Alright, I don't need you all around here because it doesn't help me out at all. Although charging this blob though would. You can charge those. You can charge on woods. Actually throwing those. No, you can charge them still. Yeah. Right, you can charge those ones. You can go after those ones. You can get out of formation and go over here. Valid this as well. Oh, so many kills. Nice. Nice. Like, that also breaks them most of the times, like, really well. So that's always good. And most of the cav are also not dying, so that's fine. And you can go and keep going after them. Alright, let's charge them. Alright, good. That should wrap it up. Well, they still got a. They got actually a full general unit left that is just not even engaging us right now. Another one over. Although this one sort of has engaged, but not necessarily big engager. How you? Nah, that's just a bit stupid. If we just would have joined in, we would have had a far more difficult time. Yeah, okay, good. I'll the calf, just engage on this one. General as well. Alright. Most of the killing has been done. Yeah, we didn't even lose that much. We lost roughly 600 men, maybe a bit. Yeah, 600 men maybe. So that's pretty good results. Can't say that's bad though. But these ones are tired, aren't they? Fucking countersucker. Oh my god, that cap was absolutely wrecked. But because of the low morale that one has, it didn't actually stand a chance. Just trying to chase it with my cap. Should be fine. Yeah. Although that helps out with catching it. Although chasing Cav down, like killing them, is most of that not really happening that quickly. Like Cav is one of the units that you can't really normally don't kill that quickly. But alright, let's end it there. I see you again on the campaign map. You got it. We got a really good result there, and I think that is the end of them. I'm going to kill them all, and yeah, that was it. We did a really good job, and I think that that is sort of the end of the turn endings, at least of the factions. Yeah, okay, I was right. Okay, good. But what on earth is that? Is that a rebellion? Yeah, there's definitely a rebellion from one of our factions. Actually, one of our allies is actually taking some provinces over here. Yeah, they definitely have. Like this ally actually has been really taking quite a lot of provinces. They had one in the beginning, and now they actually have two provinces. So that's pretty good. But they have a rebellion, but it's not good. And over here we also got an sort of a... Oh, we can actually get some upgrades though. And we can get some... yeah, we don't have good points. Well, anyway, as you can see, this is my income now per turn, and also the income is actually based on season, because in the winter turn you will earn less than in summer. Basically, that's also one of the key features. Come on, you can't knock me out with this one. Not really a chance. Was there? But still was there to break me off on calf unit. Still was there. God. Alright, what I have not been doing in this one, I've been not converting it yet because I just forgot the previous turn and I didn't have the money. Well, this one I guess can repair and then convert it over. Most of these I'm just going to destroy. Just build an entire new infrastructure up. Entire new infrastructure. Going to repair that though. Alright. Can build something here. Alright, you got a few different buildings. You got woodcutters, you got resources, you got fertility boosters, and fertility, if you see my economy one, fertility is quite useful because it basically adds quite a lot of money for each turn, because fertility is basically in every town it has a certain booster. Like this one actually gets around 5 extra fertility, which means around 2,500 extra coinage each turn, so that's pretty nice. So you can actually really take advantage of fertility, what I've been doing in most of my campaigns, recently at least, when I was playing in the Ancient Empires mod. Basically really is sort of most of the economies of older cities are based on it. Yeah, I thought that would happen. Anyway, Scipio is going to be getting back to Africa soon because it sort of ended the war, or at least ended it, nonetheless, or close to it. But it should actually allow us to trade with the new female factions.
The ear of my people. Do not waste words.
Yeah,
we are worthy of better.
But most of them also are really pretty willing to get you quite a lot of money for it. A little bit less. Money is always still a thing that you should go for, nonetheless. If you've got a good amount of money flowing. And trade is also very valuable. I think most of my income that I'm now making is actually off trade.
Greetings to
And
you.
I don't even have actually all
trust you
the
come with
factions
honorable
discovered
words
yet,
that
what
I
I
can
should
hear
actually be
kindly.
doing, but I just totally forgot. So yeah, that's one of the things, but I think we're fine here. And what I'm also going to do is disband the mercenaries in this army, also the Cretans, because I don't really need them. I'm going to keep it with the ones that I have right now. Alright, I think that's a pretty good beginning of the episode, because we've got 2 battles actually, so that's alright, pretty nice. Anyway, as you can see, what I'm also researching right now are actually these ones. That's taking quite a lot of turns, but it is worth at the end because it just adds the booster of I don't know how many like 3 fertility in the province. So there's an actually in like Egypt what you get like 1200 extra income, because Egypt is possibly the most valuable province in the entire game. Right now, like as you can read there, 50,000, like 50,000 a turn almost. That's pretty good. And Tripoli and Libya are both pretty valuable as well. And Tripoli is on our list of conquest. When we're going back to war with Carthage, because I'm just preparing. Like Carthage is actually pretty happy under my rule, so that's overall pretty nice. And yeah, I'm doing good there as well, taking some good inroads. And I'm just building my defense up against the barbarians basically, and trying to take them out as well. Let's get around of those, and then possibly next turn we march towards the settlement of Verona. Because we already have one army over here, we should be able to control the city quite fine. And yeah, what we're going to build up are these ones are for armor and also missile extra units. We can build this one up actually to boost the. What was I going to build here? Wasn't? Yeah, I think it was the courier, because it also decreases your upkeep cost for buildings. It costs a bit of money, but I think it is pretty worth it. And we're also going to upgrade the settlement of Rome, I think, because we can. We're just building, like, you got certain buildings that really find you quite a lot of money, like this one. You got the ones that actually rely on you getting food, but on the late date, what you can see here, it really relies on fertility to boost your income. Like it is around 1000 income if you get it to that level, so it is pretty valuable. If you upgrade them right, and you also got of course temples that don't get you an income, but will get some extra boosters at the end of it, and also of course provide you with Latin culture influence, but also of course with most of all the factions. And separately you also have woodcutters, of course, but trade resource buildings that just provide a trade resource, and trade is really valuable. What I just said, we're making like 27,000 of a trade. That is basically my entire income rate, so pretty important. If we go onward, what kind of building we also got? Yeah, I've got a nice spot here to explain it. We also got buildings that actually provide other boosters like taxes, public order and such, that also just require you to have, of course, maintain your beacons, but in overall it also will boost your other things. And further on route we have of course, the sanitation buildings that provide sometimes fertility or public order. It depends really what you want to go and build. And if you go onward, you of course got basically farms. Then you got upgradings for your military, and if now you got these buildings that basically are splitting, basically. Like actually can get to markets. What I also would recommend, always should recommend building, is build the pork market or the cattle market first, and then do this and get a good fertility up, because it just boosts you like 2000 if you upgrade it to the final level. What I actually might build here, or just should we go for sacred ground? Yeah, let's build it here. Let's build the sacred ground, because what I'm going to do possibly here is build my cultural center in Tirana, and then in Mediolanum I'm going to build my industry structure. Or we might actually want to go to Segustio, basically because it has no port. It means we got one extra slot to build in. One building that I also would recommend building, even if you are basically trying to convert your provinces, build one province where you want to go and build your cultural buildings, your increased power buildings, or anyway, build this province, build one of those ones up. The basically with all the factions have one of those definitely. That reduces the upkeep for all the buildings and also building costs, so they cost less. So if you get this one, it would reduce the upkeep cost in this local province. That basically means you got from every building the upkeep cost will be 50% less. So build like temples, sanitation buildings in these provinces instead of building them in your cities. You are building industry where you maybe have these other cities that you can also build, like state government and also those ones basically. Type of buildings. Anyway, that are a bit of the explaining to do of the economy system. If you have any more questions, don't forget to put them down below. I'm always willing to answer. And if you are interested in to know more about the economy, check out the economy video. This on the channel, so you can take a look on that. So I explain a little bit more detail how the economy works, basically. And I actually built two ones here just because it just boost my local sanitation, also public order. Anyway, with that out of the way, we still got some bonuses that we can upgrade. Basically, I want to go and get some industry built up so we can actually get more money. Where we can. Over here we have some temples that we can upgrade, but this one is sort of in a stable situation, and we also don't have enough food to really acquire it. This one actually requires food to upgrade, so we can't do that. So let's not do it. Over here we can actually get some upgrades for military, that's industry I suppose, sorry. And let's get the olive upgrades. I ain't going very good gold, but I'm still upgrading it if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Gold is possibly the most, now actually the most valuable trade resource in the entire game is actually elephants. Elephants are the most valuable trade resource, after that is gold and I think after that is silver. Although I'm actually not too sure, and that might actually be dice as well. Those ones are pretty valuable as well. And I forgot to actually start reforming this province. Already has an extra building that I can build. I'm possibly going to get the marbles going. What seems to be pretty valuable, aren't they? Marble. Pretty decent. No, just don't build that. We can build it another time. I want to go and build consecrated ground at least. And the rest we're going to destroy. This one can I maybe convert, and those ones I will convert as well. So let's keep it with that. And next turn Scipio will try and take out that army, so it will not be a nuisance. Any more things that we can upgrade? We can upgrade these main buildings I suppose, but at the moment I'm not too interested in that. And I think that mostly covers it. The idol are basically sieging out this settlement, but I'm not going to help them out. Those portals will be mine at some point, but at the moment I'm fine doing what I'm doing. I should upgrade these ones. And actually in the outer provinces you basically got two choices. After that you got more choices what you're going to want to build, but at the end of the day it will still become like a Romanized settlement. But this one also too has that the last one of the this one also has the reduced upkeep cost, both of these, but it's still a bit less than this one I think. No, I'm not totally right on that, sorry. Which one has the 50%? Like I would still just not recommend building this up towards the final level, basically because this one just has that 50%, and building up to level 4 or 5 is not really even useful. It doesn't actually pay for itself, and this one actually does, so. Or it almost pays for itself, but you don't get a profit basically. So I wouldn't do that. But if you want to go and do it with your main settlement, you're always willing to do it because it just helps out. We can upgrade the Cardico Nova. Yeah, I don't want that because I want the fertility booster. We have to go and send out a navy at least. I don't have a navy. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Let's go and get an admiral to lead our navy. Master Occasion, fine. Master Marine. Because I'm going to send him around the world, I'm going to get you. Oh, Cornelius Scipio. Oh, fuck. Oh, really? No, Publius Scipio. I have to come bring you over to the family. Oops. Adapt him. Publius Scipio will also be sent over soon. Like I've said him like to be their sons instead of being just somebody. Pretty funny, like he adopts his sons. Like I'm not going to do that anymore because the power is pretty decent. It's not good, but just fine by me, and this is why I'm able to just do it fine. I also got a subject. Bet on the gladiator. Let's bet on the gladiator. I think that was it. Yeah, let's get into port just to because. Can I get some reinforcements, but I don't think that will be useful. And also one thing that's really funny in navy battles, actually I'm not going to spoil it, but when we get into that situation you will see why it is pretty good. Or a mechanic that I have used that is pretty funny. I must say so myself. Actually I'm going to not build this one. I'm not going to build this one, but I'm going to build these ones up and possibly also this one, just because. And actually, if we build this one even further up, because we don't have the booster, actually boosters here, that means that we have 80% less upkeep cost for all these buildings. That's really good. Or it should just really reduce it, because this is far more upkeep cost than this 1600 can be. Like, that's already 1200. That means, yeah, all of these are really down than what they should be. So that's really nice. So you can see the balances with that. Right. I think we're going to do a turn ending and hopefully see what happens. Or should we go for? Like native think possibly would be good for you. Of course you're sort of now a native province. I'm not going to tax these provinces because it will not even commit profits anyway. So let's go and end it there, and I will see you in a sec when the turn ending has happened. Well, we also got a suicide mission, and I'm just going to resolve it. I'm going to just do it this way. Yeah. Unless they are going to really nigh or fuck me in the ears. No, they didn't. Okay, thank you. Out-resolve, that should actually bring an end to that faction. And the turning will continue. I'm not sure if I'm going to do much more. I just want to keep this as a short episode. Just a bit to introduce you into the series. And to give you guys all the opportunity to basically give me an answer if you want to go and see the Battle of Zama again and the starting position of the Romans. So yeah, don't forget to put that in the description down to see that. So I have a bit of your opinion on that. But yeah, put it down below and yeah, give your opinion up if you want to see that still. Ooh. They got the siege anyway. Right, I'm not going to do any more. So next turn I will continue balancing out our economy and hopefully do more stuff and hopefully get some more battles. I hope you enjoyed. It was here of Martin, and if you're new to the channel and want to keep up to date with my latest videos like Tycoon Range, strategy games and more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to check out the mods. The description to that is down below, as well as the other let's plays that I've been doing on this mod: Armenia, the Seleucids and Carthage. Don't forget to check them out, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button if you think I deserve a like. And thank you for watching, and I see you on the next one. Have a good time.